inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the midway, and he stopped that one short returns. Coverage here right on top of it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. He couldn't get it to the corner as his defense opening things up with a big play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. We're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle from him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but just snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Here comes the heat. Finds a man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback. When somebody comes into my zone, I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the fourth down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. On the move. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They're going to ride this running back. Got him for the first. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that, and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job of back-to-back plays for this offense.
He's brought down at the 6 with the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. It's picked off. That's number 10. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finding open areas. Slams into the pile and get 1 to the 17.
You know, if you're this offense, you're dialed up this running back. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it and bring him fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the run unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch near the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. The give. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Never down. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Here's the return from inside his 10. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they've loved nothing better than to improve their ball positioning, build a little momentum, and getting away to this one.
They're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. Part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the back on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Hits him with a stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the 1st down, right? 3rd and short, it's a short throw, and you're just trying to get it to the sticks. But what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
Looking to buy time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and look to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football. And when I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock it down behind the line. Awesome one.
How do you not love to see that when your quarterback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to pull up the tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the kick is good. And guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Handoff to the single running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Bailey. Bringing the heat. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. They're going to run it. Hard running there. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll go right back to the line. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Maybe some room here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this run.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. The pitch. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
It's a sack.
Those are the types of plays that drive head coaches crazy because you practice these situations all the time. That's a bootleg fake. And part of the reason why they like to get quarterbacks out on the perimeters because at that point outside the pocket, if nothing's open, all you have to do is throw the football across the line of scrimmage out of bounds, and it's an incomplete pass. He forgot to throw the ball, and because of it, he takes a massive sack.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Can't get him to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. Might have a chance.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Taylor wants to throw. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
We've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football. They've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen. And I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon. They do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All he did, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved in our defense because it messes with the snap, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unleashes one. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for a goal. He'll be stopped. Getting the football. Picking up the yardage on the bottom play there. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David. Only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if he can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moving out to the right. Got his man downfield. Coming out. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. The give to the single back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Powers through the defender. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. All out of space. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Hawks running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off, and when to stop right there.
We played 2 quarters here, and we have time, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
And week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's South Carolina in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the American Conference.
NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working. There he picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the 1st half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just a passing game. It's in a run game with the option, too.
interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll take it in the net. Touchdown, NC State. Under temperature. The kick is up and good. And put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mississippi State comes out the offense to start the drive. So the second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's the gift to Bothwell. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is improved, and he's doing a nice job. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake. Fires downfield. Working on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they can't make the connection. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They marched 56 yards to the end zone and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to the second half.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
He'll pull it down. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like
Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that
offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Offense changing the play. The give to the left. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He'll take it on the return. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Taylor wants to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Defense not showing press coverage. Back to pass on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Tripped up for the tackle.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Line is set on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because
But wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's a sack and nice stop. This defense takes back on 3rd down.
And a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz. And they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. You can't find a place to go with the football. This is exactly what you should do. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
there are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fall.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. running down the middle. It's caught. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge... physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw it again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down and run. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pressure coming. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all of my other guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after having this 4th down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. There's a room there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
With the win today, they're now